Welcome to the Future's All-American Selection Show, brought to you by Boomba. I'm Olivia Stacy alongside USA Elite Select VP and former NPF outfielder Jamie Loprice. And after 20 tryouts throughout the country, the rosters for the All-American Games have been set. Today we're going to announce the Midwest teams. But before we get to that, Jamie, you had over 300 athletes come out just for the Midwest region alone. How did you narrow down the field?
Yeah, we had 3 different tryouts across the Midwest. We had our USSSA Pride players that were there evaluating these athletes. We had a lot of talent there once again. They were evaluated on things, their defense, their offense, their overall athleticism, and then from there they selected the top 24 athletes in each age group.
Well, I know the tryout process was a great experience for all athletes, and now the moment you've been waiting for, we find out who made it to the All-American Games. Let's kick it off with our 10U American team. In the circle, we have Tara Vandewater, Madison Dunlavy, and Allie Goodwin.
One of our top performers was Tara Vandewater. She's a right-handed pitcher out of Winters, Iowa. Really quick athlete. She'll also play middle infield.
In the outfield, you can look for Kaden Thackham and Ava Kugara. In the infield, we have Avery O, Ashley Wolf, Madison Upgrove, Kimberlyn Spring, and Briley Pearson.
A player to watch there is Ashley Wolf. She's a middle infielder and corner infielder out of Wisconsin. Lots of power from her.
And behind the plate, we have Sierra Urquieta and Nina Fries.
Sierra Urquieta is one of those catchers to watch. Really good hands and a quick release. She's out of Lynn Creek, Missouri.
We move to our 10U national team. Pitching, we have Alexis Guerra, Tatum Montalongo, and Dakota Lake.
One of our top performers in this region was Alexis Guerra. She's a right-handed pitcher out of Waterloo, Illinois.
In the outfield, we have Caden Van Lanningham. In the infield, we have Caden Still, Ella Boyer, Cody Engel, Haley Friend, and Lauren Helmick.
A player to watch here is Ella Boyer. She's a top performer out of Tuscola, Illinois. Plays both the middle infield and she'll catch. A very, very strong hitter.
At catcher, we have Rachel Levac, Logan Kelly, and Olivia Coram.
Logan Kelly's going to be a fun one to watch behind the plate. He's got a great arm and great defensive catcher.
And now we move on to our 11U American team. Pitching, we have Jolie Adams, Meredith Horner, and Kaylee Richardson.
A player to watch here is Jolie Adams. She's a right-handed pitcher out of Hammond, Indiana. She can also swing the bat really well.
In the outfield, look for Crosby Curtis and Reagan Gilmore. In the infield, we have Carly Youngblood, Sydney Malott, Taylor Cavall, Riley Gilmore, and Abby Hilton.
Sydney Malott, middle infielder out of Liberty, Missouri. She's going to be a fun player to watch. She's one of our top performers, just an overall solid athlete.
And at catcher, Lauren Carter and Alyssa Anderson.
Catcher Lauren Carter out of Altoona, Iowa, another strong defensive player, has a really good arm and a great glove back there behind the plate.
Moving on to our 11U national team. In the circle, we have Marie Swanson, Cindy Schwartz, and Abby Akers.
Marie Swanson's a right-handed pitcher out of Illinois. Very good speed. She's also a very athletic player. You'll see her in the corner infield as well.
In the outfield, Anna Pfeiffer, Ashley Jackman, and Taylor Krasa. Moving to the infield, look for Taylor Sedlicek, Logan Turner, Caitlin Marquez, and Morgan Tomlinson.
A top performer here is Taylor Sedlak. She's from Bennington, Nebraska. Both offensively and defensively played really well, did well in the tryout. Very smooth fielding middle infielder.
And behind the plate will be Brianna Despines and Ashlyn Boyles.
Brianna Despines, another top performer, a great defensive catcher out of Illinois. She'll be fun to watch there.
We move on to our 12U American team. Pitching, we have Brianna Bauer, Jillian Price, and Elise Sokolsky.
One of our top pitchers was Brianna Bauer. She's a right-handed pitcher out of Huntley, Illinois. She's a two-way player, scored well offensively as well.
In the outfield, Jaden Haley and Bailey Pierce. Moving on to the infield, we have Riley Moss, Deja Miller, Samantha Bertesino, and Lily Schuett.
Lily Schuett is a corner infielder. She'll be fun to watch at the plate. She's out of Lemont, Illinois. Lots of power there.
And at catcher, Allison Maynard, Riley Vercante, and Callie Nakamo.
Allison Maynard was in our top performers in the catcher position. She's out of Toledo, Illinois. Very good swing, also solid defensively.
And now it's time to announce our 12U national team. Pitching, we have Salem Smith, Cassie Metzger, and Emma Mason.
Look out for Salem Smith. She's a right-handed pitcher out of Hobart, Indiana. She's also a very good defensive player, defensive position well. You'll see her in the outfield as well during the All-American Games.
And taking a look at the outfield, Ashton Maloney, Elena Iberger, and Allison Mangan. We move to the infield where you'll see Avery Eagle, Bailey Dawson, Madeline Grant, and Bailey Nikoloff.
Avery Eagle, a middle infielder and pitcher out of Connersville, Iowa. She'll be a fun player to watch. Good hands there in the infield. Also one of our fastest players in the 20-40 yard dash.
And behind the plate, Alexis Johnson and Ariel Wallace.
Alexis Johnson really impressed at the tryout. She's a catcher out of Indiana with a lot of power. Also had one of the fastest pop times.
Congratulations to all those athletes who are named to the rosters. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll have the 13 and 14U teams. Also, Jamie will explain how Easton is getting involved in the All-American Games.
Being selected in the NPF draft, you are immediately welcomed into an organization that demonstrates work ethic, dedication, and love for fast-pitch softball. As the official uniform provider for the NPF, we at Boomba recognize this. Our unparalleled craftsmanship shows in the way the products look and perform for these high-level athletes. Boomba's cutting-edge uniforms, products, and our commitment to the sport of fast pitch are why we are the official uniform provider for the NPF.
How did I get there? I played against the best.
How did I get there? I challenged myself.
How did I get there? I raised my level of competition.
USA Elite Select. Your legacy starts here.
Welcome back to the Future's All-American Selection Show, brought to you by Boomba. And Jamie, can you explain how Easton is going to impact these young athletes in the All-American Games?
Yeah, something new that we're doing this year is going to be a lot of fun for these athletes. Easton's getting involved as a sponsor. They're going to outfit both of our 13 and 14-year-old teams with new gear. And it's going to be matched to their uniform colors, so they'll get a bat, they'll get a helmet that's matched, and it'll be a really cool opportunity for Easton to get involved with these games.
Such a great experience for these young athletes. And now let's get to it, our 13 and 14U teams. We start off with our American team. In the circle, we have Taylor Shepper, Maddie Gardner, and Reagan Smith.
Taylor Shepper, a right-handed pitcher out of Windsor, Wisconsin. She's a power player, so it was really hard. Her overhand velocity and both her pitching velocity were very strong in the tryout.
In the outfield, we have Elaney Kilpack and Mariah Wheeler. Taking a look at the infield, Hannah Mellum, Kylie Mooney, Cassidy Carby, Marissa Cunningham, and Bryn Wooldridge.
One of the athletes who stood out here was Kylie Mooney. She's a middle infielder out of Lemont, Illinois. Fastest runner in her age group. I looked at her to run the bases well, maybe get some stolen bases there in All-American Games.
And behind the plate will be Gabriella Nils and Avery Anderson.
Gabriella Nils out of North Aurora, Idaho. Framed the ball really well, also has a very quick release, so she'll be a tough catcher to steal on.
Let's take a look at our 13U national team. Pitching, we have Caitlin McConville, Sailor Marchand, and Addison Barnard.
Caitlin McConville, she's a left-handed pitcher out of Raymore, Missouri. Great movement on her ball. It's a lot of spin. She's going to be tough to hit.
In the outfield, Lizzie Schwen, Casey Hoffman, and Hannah Lytle. In the infield, we have Michaela Jacoda, Brianna Mahaffey, Bella Ramirez, and Shaden Peterson.
Michaela Jacoda out of Oswego, Illinois. She was one of those players that really stood out at this tryout. She's a middle infielder outfield, probably one of the hardest workers there at the tryout. You can tell throughout just the overall attitude and effort that she gave.
At catcher will be Megan Zilg and Erin Holmes.
Megan Zilg, a catcher out of Larson, Wisconsin. Very good defensive catcher. Also did well communicating with her pitchers. Did a good job of talking back there and setting up a good game for her pitchers.
And now the roster for our 14U American team. Pitching, Alexandra Dyer, Brianna Klein, and Jessica Lowe.
The top performer was Alexandra Dyer. She's out of Plainfield, Idaho. She's a lefty with a lot of speed, so she'll be a tough one for those hitters to catch up with.
In the outfield, Eden Viles and Elena Batista.
Elena Batista, an outfield out of Naperville, Illinois, did a really good job in the outfield, reads the ball well, takes great angles. Important for an outfield.
And in the infield, we have Breely Howerton, Gabriella Bloomdahl, Kelsey O'Connor, Kennedy Hill, and Jaden McClellan.
Kelsey O'Connor was another player that stood out. She's out of Naperville, Illinois. Excellent hustle throughout the tryout. Also a very quick, athletic player who covered a lot of ground in the middle infield.
And at catcher, we have Ashley Kinley and Madison Vaughn.
Ashley Kinley, a catcher out of Iowa. Another good defensive catcher. Did really well in all the blocking drills. Another one who really communicated well with her pitchers.
And now it's time to move on to our 14U national team. In the circle will be Taryn Barrick, Abby Lieber, and Anais Snowden.
Look out for Taryn Barrick. She's a right-handed pitcher out of Ackley, Iowa. Had a lot of movement on her pitches. Going to be another one of those that's tough to hit, tough to figure out.
In the outfield, Allison Burke and Caroline McAlexander.
Allison Burke out of Valley Center, Kansas. Another good athlete, covers a lot of ground up there in the outfield.
Taking a look at the infield, Haley Trilla, Jocelyn Thiem, Lisa Brianna Blankenship, and Alyssa Gappa.
The top performer was Haley Trilla. She's out of Sycamore, Illinois. Good athlete, covers a lot of ground, also swings the bat really well.
And behind the plate will be Lauren Krasa, Vanessa Altman, and Valerie Gerlach.
Vanessa Altman, a catcher out of Chicago, Illinois. Another top athlete here, can really swing the bat, has a great presence on the plate.
Congratulations to all of those athletes named to the Midwest rosters. And Jamie, can you describe what these athletes can expect that first week in Orlando?
Yeah, the Futures All-American Game is a great opportunity for these athletes. They get to come out, they get to meet new teammates, players they've never played with, they get to represent their region, and they get to go out and play softball. So it's really going to be a great week. I expect them to have a lot of fun.
A lot of talented players will be here in Orlando August 1st through the 6th, so make sure to mark your calendars and we'll see you then.
Being selected in the NPF draft, you are immediately welcomed into an organization that demonstrates work ethic, dedication, and love for fast-pitch softball. As the official uniform provider for the NPF, we at Boomba recognize this. Our unparalleled craftsmanship shows in the way the products look and perform for these high-level athletes. Boomba's cutting-edge uniforms, products, and our commitment to the sport of fast pitch are why we are the official uniform provider for the NPF.